Thanks, Tom. More news and details to come later, but for now, our classified check on all the football that's been played today with Bob Colston.
FA Cup, 4th round. Most of these matches are not on the pools. Arsenal 5, Rotherham 1. Aston Villa 1, Millwall 1. Everton 3, Blackburn 1. Hull 2, Brighton 3. Luton 4, Bristol Rovers 0. Manchester City 1, Watford 1. Notts County 1, Tottenham 1. Peterborough 1, Carlisle 0. Reading 1, Bury 1. Sheffield United 0, Derby County 1. Sheffield Wednesday 5, Orient 0. Southampton 3, Wigan 0. Sunderland 0, Manchester United 0. West Ham 0, Ipswich 0. And York 2, Altrincham 0. Canon League Division 1, a match not on the pools, Oxford United 0, Coventry 1. Sorry about the little gremlin that's getting into Division 2, but here it is. Bradford City against Fulham, match postponed. Crystal Palace 1, Norwich 2. Grimsby 3, Stoke 3. And Portsmouth 1, Middlesbrough 0. Division 3, Bolton 3, Walsall 1. Bristol City 2, Cardiff 1. Chesterfield 1, Gillingham 1. Newport 3, Plymouth 1, and Swansea 0, Wolves 2. Division 4, Burnley 3, Hereford 2, Cambridge United 1, Port Vale 3, Chester 3, Torquay 1, Crewe 0, Northampton 1, Exeter 0, Wrexham 1, Mansfield 2, Aldershot 0. And not on the pools, Rochdale 0, Hartlepool 2. Gola League, Bath against Frickley, match postponed. Cheltenham 2, Barnet 1. Enfield 2, Wickham 3. Kettering 4, Telford 0. Maidstone 2, Dagenham 1. Scarborough 3, Kidderminster 5. And Weymouth 1, Stafford 1. Multipart League, Chorley 0, Marine 1. Gainsborough 3, Morecambe 0. Gateshead 1, South Liverpool 0. Horwich against Buxton, match postponed. Hyde 0, Bangor City 4. Rill 2, Matlock 2. Southport against Carnarvon is a late result. Workington 1, Goole 1. And Worksop 1, Mossley 1. Southern League, Premier Division, Bedworth 0, Gosport 1. Corby 2, RS Southampton 4. Crawley 3, Gravesend 0. Fareham 3, Alfchurch 3. Folkestone 1, Chelmsford 2. Kings Lynn 1, Basingstoke 1. Willenhall 1, Worcester 0. And Whitney 0, Fisher Athletic 2. Southern League Midland Division, Bilston 0, Bromsgrove 1. Bridgnorth 1, Stourbridge 3. Coventry Sporting against Mile Oak is a late result. Gloucester 4, Rushden 0. Leicester United against Grantham is another late result. And Merthyr Tydfil 1, Sutton Coldfield 3. Vauxhall Oval League, Bishop Stortford 0, Worthing 1. Bognor 3, Slough 0. Carshalton 2, Epsom and Ewell 1. Tootingham Mitcham 1, Harrow 4. And Walthamstow 0, Kingstonian 1. Scottish FA Cup, 3rd round. Aberdeen against Montrose, match postponed. Airdrie 0, Partick 0. Two matches not on the pools are Broth 0, Clyde 0, and Ayr 1, Stenhousemuir 0. Berwick 2, Alloa 3. Not on the pools, Celtic 2, St Johnstone 0. And Clydebank 0, Falkirk 0. Dundee 4, Morton 0. East Fife 1, St Mirren 1. Hearts 3, Rangers 2. Not on the pools, Kilmarnock 1, Stirling 0. Motherwell 1, Brechin 1. Not on the pools, Nairn County 0, Dundee 7. And Queen's Park 1, Dumbarton 0. And in the Fine Fair League, Scottish Division 2, the games between Cowdenbeath against Queen of the South and Wraith against Stranraer were both postponed.
Right, we'll get some more news and details of what happened in the FA Cup fourth round here in England. Everton's Pat van den Hauwe was in the thick of it at Goodison, scoring after just 14 minutes and then conceding an own goal as Howard Kendall's men beat his former club Blackburn 3-1. As we said earlier, there were also 2 goals there for England striker Gary Lineker. Mick Harford, back for Luton just 3 weeks after a cartilage operation, lost no time in finding the net. His 22nd-minute goal set up a 4-0 home win over 3rd Division Bristol Rovers. Sheffield Wednesday showed no mercy for 4th Division Orient. Lee Chapman headed his 14th of the season in Wednesday's 5-0 win at Hillsborough. Manchester City's Gordon Davis broke the deadlock in the all-First Division clash at Main Road with a 53rd-minute header, but Watford's Kenny Jackett equalised with a penalty. Mark Lillis missed a penalty there for City. Well, in the all-Third Division clash, the leaders Reading went behind after just 12 minutes at home to Bury, but Trevor Senior got a second-half equaliser with his 20th goal of the season. Glenn Cockrell spared the blushes for the former Cup winner Southampton, who had to wait until the 69th minute to kill off 3rd Division Wigan at the Dell. But 4th Division Peterborough are through to the 5th round. Greg Shepherd grabbed an early winner to put out 2nd Division Carlisle. 2 goals from Terry Connor gave Brighton a 3-2 win at Hull, who came back from 2-0 down to draw level. Millwall's Alan McCleary earned a replay with an early goal at Aston Villa, who equalised through Steve Hodge. And finally, the only non-league side left in today's Cup round, the Gola League club Altrincham, they went out losing 2-0 at York.